Have you ever felt nervous when you had to speak English, even though you understood everything in your head?
Yes, that feeling is very common. You know the words, you know the grammar, but when it's time to speak, your mind suddenly goes blank.
You're not alone. In fact, millions of English learners around the world struggle with speaking more than reading or listening.
Exactly. Many studies show that speaking is the hardest skill to master in a new language.
And today, we're going to talk about a powerful and simple technique that can help you improve your English step by step.
That technique is called shadowing.
Welcome to this English listening and speaking practice podcast, specially designed for B1 and B2 level learners.
In this session, you won't just listen, you'll actively practice speaking English with us.
Our goal is to help you improve your pronunciation, fluency, rhythm, and confidence in real-life English conversations.
Don't worry about making mistakes. This is a safe space to learn and grow.
You can listen while relaxing, walking, or sitting comfortably, but when we ask you to repeat, try to speak out loud.
Even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, repeating is the most important part.
Before we begin, let me ask you something.
Have you ever felt shy speaking English at work, at university, or while traveling?
Maybe you were afraid of making mistakes or being judged.
Or maybe native speakers spoke too fast and you couldn't follow the conversation.
These problems are completely normal.
And the good news is, you can overcome them with the right practice.
That's why shadowing is so effective.
In the next part, we'll explain exactly what shadowing is and why it works so well for English learners.
So stay with us, relax, and get ready to improve your English one sentence at a time. Let's talk about the real problems many English learners face when trying to speak fluently.
One of the biggest problems is lack of confidence.
You might be afraid of making mistakes or sounding wrong.
Sometimes learners stay silent because they don't want others to judge their accent.
This fear slowly stops you from practicing, and without practice, fluency becomes harder.
Another common challenge is thinking too much before speaking.
You try to translate from your native language to English in your head.
By the time you find the right words, the conversation has already moved on.
This happens because your brain is not used to English sounds and sentence patterns.
Shadowing helps train your brain to think directly in English.
Listening is also a big challenge, especially when native speakers talk fast.
Yes, words often sound connected, unclear, or completely different from textbooks.
Native speakers don't speak word by word. They use rhythm and intonation.
If you don't understand the rhythm, you can't respond naturally.
This is not because you're bad at English.
It's because you haven't trained your ear enough.
Pronunciation is another common problem.
Many learners know the word, but don't know how it sounds in real conversation.
Shadowing helps you copy the exact sound, stress, and flow.
Vocabulary can also be a problem when speaking.
You may know many words, but you don't know how to use them naturally.
English has many fixed expressions in common phrases.
Shadowing helps you learn these phrases in context.
Over time, your speaking becomes automatic.
Many learners also struggle with consistency.
They practice for a few days and then stop.
Shadowing works best when done regularly, even for just 10 to 15 minutes a day.
Small daily practice brings big results.
Now that we understand the problems, let's talk about the solution.
In the next part, we'll explain what shadowing is and how you can use it effectively.
So, what exactly is shadowing?
Shadowing is a speaking practice technique where you listen and repeat at the same time, or just a few seconds behind the speaker.
You don't stop the audio. You follow the speaker like a shadow.
That's why it's called shadowing.
When you shadow, you copy not just the words, but also the pronunciation, stress, and intonation.
This helps your brain get used to natural English sounds.
At first, It may feel difficult.
That's completely normal.
You might miss some words or feel slow.
But with practice, your brain becomes faster.
There are 3 simple steps to shadowing.
First, listen carefully without speaking.
Focus on how the speaker sounds, not just the meaning.
Second, repeat while listening.
Try to speak at the same speed as the speaker.
Don't worry if you make mistakes.
Third, repeat again with confidence.
This time, focus on rhythm and emotion.
Shadowing trains your mouth muscles.
Yes, speaking is physical, not just mental.
Your tongue and lips need practice.
That's why listening alone is not enough.
Let's look at a simple example.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Listen first.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Now shadow it.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Notice the rising and falling tone.
This is how English sounds natural.
Shadowing also improves listening skills.
Because your brain stays active.
You're not just hearing English, you're speaking it.
Over time, you'll speak without translating.
In the next part, we'll start a guided shadowing practice with real-life conversations.
Get ready to speak along with us. Part 4. Guided Shadowing Practice. Daily Life Conversation.
Now it's time for guided shadowing practice.
Please repeat after the speaker. Speak clearly and naturally.
If you feel slow, that's okay. Just keep going.
Let's begin with a simple daily conversation. Conversation 1. Morning greeting.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm doing well, thank you.
How about you?
How about you?
I'm fine, just a little busy.
I'm fine, just a little busy.
Repeat the conversation one more time in your own voice.
Focus on smooth flow, not speed. Conversation 2. At work or university.
Are you working on the project today?
Are you working on the project today?
Yes, I'm almost finished.
Yes, I'm almost finished.
Do you need any help?
Do you need any help?
That would be great, thank you.
That would be great, thank you.
Try to copy the polite tone.
English sounds friendly when spoken gently. Conversation 3. Everyday small talk.
The weather is really nice today.
The weather is really nice today.
Yes, it feels very pleasant.
Yes, it feels very pleasant.
It's a good day to go outside.
It's a good day to go outside.
Yes, I think so too.
Yes, I think so too.
Notice how simple sentences can sound natural.
Fluency is not about long sentences.
It's about confidence and rhythm.
Practice these dialogues again after the podcast.
In the next part, we'll increase the difficulty slightly and focus on intonation and emotion.
Get ready for the next level of shadowing. Part 5. Intermediate shadowing, emotion, rhythm, and intonation.
Now we'll move to a slightly more advanced level.
This part is perfect for B2 learners and confident B1 learners.
We'll focus on emotion, stress, and natural rhythm.
Listen carefully to how feelings change the sound of English.
Let's begin. Conversation 4. Expressing opinions. I think this method really works.
I think this method really works.
It helped me improve my speaking.
It helped me improve my speaking.
What do you think about it?
What do you think about it?
I agree. It feels very natural.
I agree. It feels very natural.
Notice how the voice rises slightly when asking questions.
This makes your English sound alive.
Conversation 5. Making plans. Are you free this weekend?
Are you free this weekend?
Yes, I think I am.
Yes, I think I am.
Do you want to meet for coffee?
Do you want to meet for coffee?
That sounds great.
That sounds great.
Let's decide the time later.
Let's decide the time later.
Conversation 6. Expressing feelings. I was a little nervous before speaking,
I was a little nervous before speaking,
but now I feel more confident.
but now I feel more confident.
Practice really helps.
Practice really helps.
You just need to be patient.
You just need to be patient.
Emotions change the way English sounds.
When you copy emotion, your speaking becomes natural.
Try these sentences with your own feelings.
Don't sound like a robot.
Sound like a real person.
In the next part, we'll summarize what you've learned and help you build a daily shadowing habit.
Part 6. Conclusion, Summary, and Call to Action. You've just completed a full English shadowing practice session.
Take a moment to appreciate yourself for practicing today.
Speaking a new language takes courage.
And every time you practice, you become a little better.
Today, you learned what shadowing is and why it works.
You practiced pronunciation, rhythm, emotion, and confidence.
Remember, fluency doesn't come from memorizing rules.
It comes from using English again and again.
Try to practice shadowing for 10 to 15 minutes every day.
You can shadow podcasts, videos, or conversations like this one.
Don't aim for perfection.
Aim for progress.
If you enjoyed this session, let us know.
Share your experience with shadowing in the comments.
What part was the most difficult for you?
And what part did you enjoy the most?
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more English speaking practice.
Watch our next episode for more real-life English conversations and listening practice.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep improving.
See you in the next session.
Bye for now.